Hey guys, today I want to talk about how to sell your health coaching program. So this is a question I get asked a lot, and I've recently had a number of people bring this up in my Facebook group wondering about how to sell their program. And more specifically, they were asking me about how to convince someone that they should work with them as a health coach. And I want to talk about this today because I think it's something really important to understand. And once you do, as far as why someone would choose to work with you as a health coach, it's going to make selling your services so much easier. You're going to really understand the value of what it is that you have to offer and why someone should choose to work with you. Yes, even when there's other people out there that they could potentially work with, like a doctor, a dietitian, a nutritionist. People have a lot of options nowadays, and today I want to talk about why someone should work with you and how you can understand that so that you can really sell your services with confidence. So if you want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell so you get a notification each time I post a new video. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful so I know to create more videos just like this one. So let's dive into today's topic. I'm going to talk about how to sell your health coaching program. And I want to start by giving you a bit of an example of a coach that I've worked with in the past who has applied the steps that I'm going to teach you on today's video. I'm going to teach you 5 steps that are going to allow you to feel super confident and sell your program. And I've worked with a coach before, and I want to give you an example of this specific coach who applied this to her services, and it made such a huge difference. So she specifically was working with patients or clients who had cancer and was working with them. And when we started working together, she wasn't super clear and confident about what it is that she had to offer. And through the work we did together, she really understood the value of what it is that she did and why people needed it and why it was different than what else was available to her clients, why someone should say yes to working with her and invest in working with her instead of working with someone else. And as soon as she made this shift and really started to understand this, her business took off. She was able to quit her full-time job, start health coaching, and was making more money doing health coaching than she had in corporate America, where she had been working for, I think, like 30 plus years. So when you make this shift and you really understand this, it's what is possible for you in your health coaching business is amazing, okay? So pay attention, because when you apply these 5 steps, you can make that same shift in your business, okay? All right, so step number 1 is knowing your ideal client. And I talk about ideal client a lot. So you've heard this before, probably, if you've watched other videos by me. But the reason why this is so important is because you need to understand who it is that you work with and what problem you help them solve in order to start communicating what it is you do and why someone should work with you. And a lot of people have a tendency to want to stay really general about what it is they do and how they help people. And this a lot of times keeps people stuck because they can't really talk about what it is they do and how powerful it is because they're trying to stay so general. But when you get really specific about who you work with and the results that you help them achieve, this is what's going to make you stand out, because people are going to see you and see what you're talking about and be like, I need to work with her because she knows exactly what I'm going through. She gets it. Maybe she's been there herself and she knows the solution. So this is where getting really specific is super important. And it's really important because it allows you to really understand the person that you're going to be working with and the struggles that they have and the unique problem that you're helping them solve, okay? So get really clear on your ideal client. This is where you want to start. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is getting clear on your offer. So you may call your offer your program, your package, how it is that you work with people. But what I want you to pay attention to when I talk about your offer is what makes your offer unique. What is specific about your offer? Why is your offer, your program going to work for people who have maybe tried a bunch of different things that haven't worked for them? Maybe they already have gone to doctors. Maybe they already have worked with a nutritionist. Maybe they have already worked with, other people who potentially could help them with their problem, but they haven't gotten a solution. So if that is the case for your ideal client, and you should know this by who your ideal client is, maybe they've tried different things. Why is your offer, your program, the missing key or solution that they don't yet know or have that is going to help them make a difference, that's going to help them finally get that end result? When you really understand this, you really understand your offer, your program, and why it's so powerful, why it's unique, why it's different than other things that may be available to them. Number one, it's going to boost your confidence because you understand why people should work with you. But number two, it's going to allow you to effectively communicate what it is that you have to offer, why it's different, and why people need it, and why it's the missing key or solution that they have been looking for. Okay, so if you're wondering, like, what makes me different than a doctor or a nutritionist or anyone else who's a holistic practitioner, someone else out there that my ideal client could potentially work with, this is the key. You need to know what makes your offer unique, what makes what you do with your clients unique, and why they need to work with you and not someone else. A lot of times I hear people saying, like, what can I do to convince people they need to work with me? You never want to be convincing people. You want to find people that are already looking for the solution you have to offer, get it in front of them, and educate them about why they need what you have to offer. And a lot of times what I see is that coaches think that this responsibility goes on the clients, and that, like, people don't understand, they don't trust me, they don't think I have the qualifications. And what I want you to understand is that you are the one that is not confident in what you have to offer. It isn't the ideal client. It isn't your potential clients. It's you. And once you feel 100% confident in what you have to offer, and that it can help people, and that people need it, and that what you have is amazing and people would be crazy not to work with you, you will have no problem selling your program. But you have to believe in it yourself and understand it before you can sell it to anyone else, okay? So number two, know your offer, know why it's unique, know why people need to sign up for it. Okay, number three is having testimonials as to the success of the program or the work that you do. So you may be saying, okay, that's great, but I'm brand new. So I don't have any testimonials. I haven't worked with anyone yet. And so what I would suggest to you is you can be your own testimonial. And for a lot of people, our ideal client is very similar to us. They may have gone through the same struggle that we have. And so your first testimonial can be yourself, your own transformation, what you've gone through yourself. Look at that journey, how your life is different, what has changed for you, how valuable is it, the work that you do, and how much your life has changed through making these things that you do in your program, like the things that you're going to walk your clients through. How has your life changed through that process? So really understand that. And the other thing then is, are there people that you have worked with, maybe even unofficially, who you have worked with and done some coaching with, to help them get results in their life? And what have those results been? And if you haven't worked with anyone yet, why not get out there, start working with people, okay? You can start at any time. I've done a few coaching programs, and I have always worked with people for free during those programs to work on my skills. And I think there's nothing wrong with this. I think you can start working with paid clients right away if your confidence is at that level and if you feel good about bringing on paying clients and charging for your services. If you don't, work with a couple people for free. It's not a big deal, but it's going to really help you build your confidence and build those testimonials so you can say like, yes, my offer is super valuable and I know I can help people get amazing results. So number one, you can be your own testimonial. Number two, there could be people that you've worked with maybe unofficially. Number three, if you don't have any of those and you really need to work on building your confidence to get those clients, then start offering people even some free sessions. I think it's super valuable. Okay. So that's number three, testimonials. Number four is creating content. And you want to create content that is very educational and very inspiring to your ideal client. You want to be speaking specifically to your ideal client. You want to understand their struggles. You want to understand what it is that they want, why they would hire you, why do they want to work with you, why would they pay money to work with you. You need to understand these things. And then you want to create your content based around that. So I always say there's really two main things that you want to do with your content. Number one is you want to educate people about why they should work with you, why they need your help, how it is that you can help them, how is it going to make a difference for you, for them, why is what you do different than what other people do with them? Why should they work with you as opposed to a nutritionist or a doctor or anyone else that's available for them to work with? You want to educate them about these things. You want to educate them maybe about what's the missing puzzle piece that they haven't had that you have for them that's going to help them make that result. When you start creating content around this, it's going to show people the value of what you have to offer and teach them why they should work with you. So once again, it isn't about convincing people. Convincing energy is about kind of like this grabby, graspy energy, and you never need to convince people. You always want to be educating people and understanding the value of what you have to offer yourself so that you can put that out there and share it with other people, okay? And the other thing then about content is, so there was educational, and the second thing is inspiring content. So you want to inspire people to take action. You want to inspire them to believe that something else is possible for them, that they can create transformation in their life, that they can get the results that they really want. When you inspire people, then they start to believe and they're like, oh yeah, I can do this, even if I'm frustrated, even if these other things haven't worked for me, even if I've tried, however many different things and I haven't been able to get the result, I can make it happen. And this coach, this person can help me create this transformation, okay? That is what you want to do through your content, okay? All right, so number four, content, creating powerful content, putting it out there consistently, making sure you're getting it in front of your ideal client. Number five is inviting people to work with you, okay? So nobody's gonna know that they can work with you and that you have a service to offer and that they can get amazing transformation through the work you do together unless you tell them. And I teach all my clients to do this through a consultation, a conversation, a discovery call, a clarity call, whatever you want to call it. Really, it's a discussion between you and the potential client about how you can help them and what it is that you do and making sure that it's a good fit both for you and for the client. And this is really how the selling process happens. So it starts way in the beginning through someone finding you, through them seeing your content and getting educated. But then the final sale really happens having that conversation with someone and being able to tailor what it is that you have to offer to that person specifically based on what it is that they need support with. So you need to invite people into that conversation and then have that conversation about how you guys can work together, okay? Last step, this is a bonus step. I think I said 5, but there's really 6, is just being willing to get out there and practice your coaching, okay? The only way to get good at anything is to practice. And I think a lot of times we put this pressure on ourselves to be perfect at everything right away. And we're like, if I'm not perfect at it, I can't go out there and I do it. I can't make mistakes. I can't have someone be potentially disappointed in me or the results that they get. And what I can say is, if you're not willing to get out there and start doing it and start practicing, you will never make any progress as a coach, because you will never invite anyone to work with you. No one will sign up to work with you. No one's going to magically come like knocking down your door asking to work with you unless they know that you have something to offer. So you'd have to just get out there and start practicing. And the process of practicing is to try things, to see what works, to see what doesn't work, to make changes, and then to go out there and do it again. And I mean, I know this even very well as having been trained as a doctor. Like, I got out of all my training and I was like, what? That's it? Like, I have to go and practice now? I don't know what I'm doing. I might kill someone. Hopefully not really, but you never feel totally ready. And the way that you get better and you build your confidence and your competence at something is by going out there and practicing. So be willing to be a beginner. Be willing to have it be a process and to start getting better as you do it. And when you come with this mindset, you will be an amazing coach. You will practice, you will get better, you will learn. You'll learn what works, you'll learn what doesn't work, and you'll be able to really step up and be a powerful coach and get those, help your clients get those amazing results. Okay, so be willing to practice and to allow it to be a process. Okay, all right. So if you found this video helpful, I want to give you a resource that I think you're going to find really helpful, because it goes back to step number 1, which is your ideal client. So I have a free guide. It walks you through getting clear on who your ideal client is. And so I'm going to put the link to the guide below this video. And then I also have one more offer for you. If you are feeling stuck in your coaching business, you don't know who your ideal client is, you don't know what your offer is, you really want some support with getting out there and getting clients, that is what I help people do. And I have a step-by-step process that I walk you through, and I support you through the whole process of setting up, running your business, getting paying clients. So if that's something you want support with, I offer a free business breakthrough session call with me, and I will put the link to that call below this video. So you can sign up for that if you are ready to build your business and you want to get paying clients and you want support with doing that, okay? So I hope you found this video super helpful. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I do new videos every Tuesday, so hit the little bell and you'll get a notification each time I post a new video. So thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I love sharing all this content with you guys. And also, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. So let me know, where do you feel that you get stuck when it comes to selling your coaching services? Are you feeling that you need to convince people? Are you feeling that you don't know enough? Like, what's the number one thing that you feel is stopping you right now from selling your coaching services? Let me know in the comments below. We'll get a discussion going and I'll get you moving in the right direction. So thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you in next week's video.